The final part of the Ajax-enabled menu system involves showing the menu data that now that you've recovered it from the server, and that uses the show function, to which you pass the number of the menu to display and the menu items in a text string. So you get the menu items in a text string like this: chicken, turkey, salmon, and you've got to break that up and display it in a menu. That's the task of the show function, like that. So here's the show function. You pass the menu number and the items in comma-separated string format, and all this example does is to create a table that's going to display inside the div element, and like this, and separates the items that you pass it into. This is the items parameter. Separates the items you pass it and uses the JavaScript split function in order to split the text based on commas, and so it creates an array of items. So if you have chicken, turkey, salmon, the result is that you're going to have an array where the first item is chicken, the second is turkey, the third is salmon, and then you can loop over this array like this with a for loop, and all you're going to do then is put together an HTML table that has the various items in it, chicken, turkey, salmon, and so forth. And the one remaining trick is that you're going to connect the on-click event handling attribute of each table cell in the menu to a function named display. So in other words, when you display a HTML table, and inside the div element there, and chicken, turkey, salmon are the various items inside the table cells, and when you click an item, its on-click event handling attribute is activated, and that is handled by a new function called display. The display function is going to simply display the user selection inside the target div, and here's the display function like this. You just pass it the index inside the array items array, and it's very simple. All you do is you get a variable that holds the target div object, and you can then place inside that target div the text you selected and the actual array items. From the array items array, you select the actual item that the user selected and add a period at the end, and that's the result you see here. So when you, for example, select pepperoni, you selected pepperoni and so forth. So the way this works is it shows a div element that has an HTML table in it. The table displays the menu items pepperoni, ham, sausage, and each of these table cells, ham, pepperoni, sausage, has an on-click event handler connected to the display function, and when you select one of these items, like sausage, then you automatically call the display function, and the display function will, as you see, display the user selection like that. So that finishes the whole entire application, and the idea really is there are a lot of details because it's an involved application, but you see it functions, and the real point is that you can download menu items and stock menus with those menu items interactively using Ajax, and there's no page refresh needed. You can, if you want to, change the menu items displayed based on the context and the former actions that the user has undertaken. So it's another one of those Ajax applications of the type you're going to see as you browse around the web, and it's often very impressive, very nice, very neat, and now you know how it works.